Hi, this is Manju. Today we're going to learn how to calculate a maximum and minimum of a data set. What I have here is a summary of 9 timekeepers, their base hours, base amount, or price tag for the hours worked, along with their rate, which tells me the dollars per hour. I also have a full data set with more information. To calculate the maximum in Excel, we would use the formula equals max, open parentheses, and select the data. The first way of doing this would be to select an entire column or row. Equals max, open parentheses, select an entire column, C. Let's say I want to figure out the maximum base hours worked. 2025, I don't see that number anywhere. If my data includes a title that's a number, it's going to count that as the data set. This is when the second method would be useful. Instead of selecting the entire column, I'm going to click and drag my mouse to just select the base hours. Equals max, open parentheses, click and drag my data, close parentheses. The max was 112.10 hours, worked by Beyonce. Another way to calculate maximum is to calculate the maximum for just a few select individuals. We would click each cell, type commas in between. Equals max, open parentheses, Arctic Monkeys, comma, Coldplay, comma, Kelly Clarkson, close parentheses. The maximum for those 3 pieces of data was 62.5 hours. I can do the same thing by holding Control while clicking the selection. Equals max, open parentheses, equals max, open parentheses. Hold the Control key while selecting Arctic Monkeys, click Beyonce, click Kelly Clarkson, close parentheses. I can also click the first cell, hold Shift, and then click the last cell. Equals max, open parentheses. Click the first cell, hold the Shift button, click the last cell, close parentheses. The last method is to use a combination of holding Control and Shift while clicking. This is most useful if I have a really large data set. Equals max, open parentheses. Let's go over to our Fees tab. I'm going to hold down Control while selecting a few of these base hours. And then let's say I want to select everyone from this entry all the way to the bottom. I would still hold Control while clicking that entry, get to the bottom of my data set, and hold Shift while clicking my last entry. Then I can close parentheses and hit Enter. It looks like my maximum hours for one individual time entry was 8.9 hours at once. One final tip. If I've made a lot of selections and I want to check my work, it's a little bit hard to do that because it doesn't show who you've included. However, if you click the formula bar at the top, it will highlight each individual that you've selected in a different color. And it's easy to move these around. I wait until I see that black set of arrows, and then I know I can move it around. Now, this whole time we've been looking at maximum. Minimum works the exact same way, except instead of typing max, we would type min, M-I-N. Using min will allow you to find the smallest data piece from any selection. As a final example, let's find the minimum rate. For my made-up data, who is the cheapest performer? Equals min, open parentheses, select my rates per hour, close parentheses, enter. 450. Now I have to see that that lines up with Haley Reinhart, one of my favorites. That's it for today. Now we know how to calculate the maximum and minimum of a data set.